Watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. A Hunlock Creek man was arrested over the weekend for allegedly kidnapping and assaulting 2 teenage boys. According to state police, 25-year-old Jonathan Evans forced a 13 and 14-year-old to go with him around 8:30 Saturday night into a wooded area in Chickashinny. He then allegedly told them to lie down on the ground before he beat them with a metal pipe and branded them with a pocket knife. While the victims were treated for their injuries, Evans was taken into custody and charged with kidnapping, aggravated assault, robbery, and unlawful restraint of a minor. He was denied bail after being deemed a danger to society and taken to Luzerne County Prison. A Palmerton man was arrested and charged in the stabbing death of his brother Saturday morning. Police were called to 565 Lehigh Avenue shortly after 6 a.m. after a call came in that a man barricaded himself inside the residence. 38-year-old Jonathan Beagle told police he wasn't coming out and that his brother Jeffrey was hurt after he was allegedly stabbed by Jonathan. Beagle eventually came out of the house, and police found Jeffrey lying on his back on the stairs. He was then taken to St. Luke's in Lehighton, where he was pronounced dead. Jonathan was charged with homicide, strangulation, and terroristic threats before being taken to Carbon County Prison, where he awaits a preliminary hearing. Authorities in Schuylkill County are asking for the public's help in locating a man who failed to appear in court. 26-year-old Brian Scott Dixon, whose last known address was in Frackville, failed to show up in court on June 28th. He was scheduled to be sentenced on forgery and theft charges. Dixon's described as a white male, standing around 6 feet tall and weighing approximately 200 pounds. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is being asked to call the Schuylkill County DA's office at 570-628-1350 or the county tip line at 570-624-3988. A disturbance led to the arrest of a man in Schuylkill County. Mahanoy City Police received a call last Thursday night about a disturbance in the Teneter block of East Pine Street. 49-year-old Brendan Hasera was reportedly screaming at his neighbors and began to fight with officers as they attempted to take him into custody. He had to be tased and was brought to the police station, where he continued to fight with officers. He was then restrained and taken to an area hospital for an evaluation. Police charged Hasera with disorderly conduct and disarming a law enforcement officer. He was taken to Schuylkill County Prison for lack of $25,000 straight cash bail. A Tunkhannock man caused a trail of destruction after leaving an adult nightclub Friday night. According to Wilkes-Barre Township Police, 33-year-old David Joseph Airy left the parking lot of Dream Girls at a high rate of speed and crashed into multiple vehicles on Mundy Street. Police on scene noticed that he and his passenger had slurred speech and smelled of alcohol. Airy resisted arrest, causing a severe knee injury to a township police officer. He was charged with resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, DUI, accidents involving unattended vehicles, and several traffic violations. He was taken to prison after being unable to post $20,000 bail. The CDC has been seeing a major surge of COVID-19 cases across the country. Many of the cases are among younger, unvaccinated patients. Health officials are warning that the Delta variant is highly contagious and spreads easily. There are also new symptoms associated with the Delta variant that people need to be aware of. Common COVID symptoms include loss of taste or smell, shortness of breath, fever or chills, nausea, and diarrhea. However, doctors say people may not experience loss of taste or smell with the new variant. People can protect themselves by continuing to wear a mask, washing their hands, and keeping their social distance. Vaccinated individuals are also encouraged to wear a mask when they're in crowded areas. A recent report has ranked Luzerne County in the state's top percentage for animal abuse cases. The Administrative Office of Pennsylvania Courts reported that authorities filed 166 animal abuse and neglect-related cases between August of 2017 and December of 2020. That ranks the county as 10th in the state when it comes to abuse or neglect cases. Lackawanna County ranks 6th in Pennsylvania with a reported 182 cases. Libre's Law, which was enacted in 2017, increased penalties for people involved in animal abuse cases and requires convicted abusers to surrender their animals. The Hazleton Fire Department, along with several other local departments, had tested apparatus and equipment throughout all of last week. The testing at the South Side Station brought together the departments of Hazleton City, Hazel Township, McAdoo, West Hazleton, Valley Regional, Weatherly, Freeland, Beaver Meadows, and Foster Township. While sitting down with Hazleton City Fire Chief Donald Leschko, we got an update on how it works and the results.
Aerial ladder testing, pump testing, and ground ladder testing. What that means is that we check our apparatus. Our apparatus is tested by a third-party company. They come here, they set up behind our Southside Fire Station. They conduct all the testing. It's independent to certify and test all of our apparatus. That's to make sure our aerial ladders are in tip-top performance, that they're in operation the right way they should be working properly, that our fire pumps are, again, doing the job how they should do, pump the gallon per minute that they're required, when they're purchased, that they're set the right way, that everything's working right with the fire pump. And then our ground ladders are tested along with our aerial ladders for structural stability and operation. And again, we've always looked at this as a whole general wide community between our departments, that we need to make sure our firefighters have the tools of safety to get their job done in order to protect our citizens. And I mean, happy to report, all the testing went well. It was great. Everything passed, everything's certified. So again, I think all the residents of the greater Hazleton area should feel safe and feel comfortable knowing that the apparatus that our departments are responding with is certified, ready to perform and do the job, and to give our firefighters the tools they need to safely protect our residents.
Testing as a group also provides great cost-saving opportunities for each department. A hearing for a catering company's request to rezone the former Holy Dormition Monastery has been rescheduled. Sugarloaf Township supervisors rescheduled the hearing from July 13th to August 13th at 6 p.m. Thomas Trella of Capriotti's Catering has a contract to buy the property from the Order of Friars Minor of the Salvo Byzantine Rite, which includes over 70 acres of land. Trella asked the board to rezone around 12 acres of land from residential to commercial in order to be used for events. According to the proposal, some of the monastery off Route 93's property would remain residential, while parts of the property already are zoned commercial. Coming up on WYLN News, what's happening down at Whispering Willows and 2021's Little League World Series protocols. Plus, who's Marty talking sports with this week? But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Today is going to be sunny out.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLN-TV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLN-TV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Mazda, Greater Hazleton. Come check this out. It's the season of discovery. 2021 Mazda CX-30s, got them. 2021 Mazda CX-5s, got them too. 2021 Mazda CX-9, got them. 2021 Mazda CX-30 for 0.9% for 63 months. 2021 Mazda CX-5, 0.9% financing for 63 months. Blaze Alexander Mazda Greater Hazleton has inventory. Check them out at blazemazdahazelton.com.
The Pennsylvania Little League State Tournament kicked off Saturday morning at Whispering Willows Park in Cunningham. Valley West walked off the diamond opening day with a 15-run shutout against West Point before yesterday's showdown against Greater Pittston area in the winner's bracket semifinal. However, GPA withstood the early 7-2 barrage, not to mention a 25-minute power outage delay, and rallied for the 9-7 victory. GPA now moves on to the winner's bracket final against Greencastle on Tuesday. Valley West was sent down to the elimination bracket and will need to win 5 straight games to win the title, starting with this afternoon's matchup against Hepburn-Lycoming. WYLN caught the beginning of the game ahead of tonight's broadcast and wishes them the best of luck from here on out. And looking ahead, 16 teams from across the nation will be welcomed at Williamsport to participate in the 2021 Little League Baseball World Series. Approximately 3,000 daily complex access tickets will be available per day to attend the games on each day of the tournament online at littleleague.org/tickets at 9 a.m., 2 days before each day at no cost. And each individual may request up to 4 tickets to enter the complex. Vaccinated visitors won't have to wear a mask, but the unvaccinated are strongly encouraged to. There will be limited concessions, and online souvenir shopping is encouraged at shoplittleleague.org. However, no family fun zone or additional activities outside of the games available on the premises this year. Fans can visit littleleague.org/visit prior to their arrival for more detailed information. WYLN's all-time OT hero Marty Burns has the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off-season across our viewing area. Joe Flanagan's back this week as MMI's new athletic director. So let's talk sports. Here's part 1.
Joel Flanagan representing MMI. Earlier this month, he was introduced as the new athletic director at MMI. So, Joe, from all of us here at WYLN, congratulations on your new position.
Thanks, Marty. It's an honor to fulfill a seat that not many people have done in the past, and looking forward to the challenges it's going to bring.
Now, in the newspaper article in the release mentioning your hire as athletic director, they had talked about 17 years at MMI as head boys basketball coach, and I got our ace stat guy on it, Jim Burns, and we were compiling. We figure you're probably the second longest tenured coach in Wyoming Valley Conference boys basketball. Probably the only one that's been at his school longer is our good friend Crestwood head coach Mark Atherton. Yeah. The only other one we were thinking maybe might have been Coach Toole if you combine Myers and Wilkes-Barre area, but we think that you were at MMI before Coach Toole.
I think a year before Coach Toole. I think I was, but that's a long time ago. And notice what they don't put when they say my 17 years. They never put my record. So I know I'm just going to nip that in the butt now. It's coaching basketball for 17 years and plus 13 years before that at the junior high level. I've been blessed to coach some A, great basketball players, B, just great people, great kids, and just an honor to coach at a school like MMI and Freeland Elementary Middle School.
Coming up on Mountaintops News Choice, details on this year's Valley Day and Fireman's Parade and Community in You. Plus, who's leading the way this week? Stay with us and find out.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton, everything to make your house a home.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Jura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, Dr. Alex, we have Elaine Inama with us. She's going to talk about how being an aerobic instructor took its toll on her body and how chiropractic helped even her sore feet. So stay tuned.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman on WYLN TV 35. Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 4, Sundays at 9.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN. I'm Julia Wiegand, and today you better mark your calendars for the weekend of Friday, August 6th and 7th, because our friend here from the CVCO board, Amanda, is here today to talk about two things. One, Valley Day, and two, the Fireman's Parade. Now, Amanda, just give us a little quick sneak peek of what we can expect to see on that Friday and Saturday in terms of Valley Day.
So Friday night we'll have the Fireman's Parade. That'll start at 5:30. The kids really love that. And then you can come on down and have something to eat. We have all sorts of foods and drinks, games for the kids, and live entertainment. There's tricky trays and things like that. It's a fun time. Saturday, no Fireman's Parade, obviously, it's Friday night. And then Saturday, just the same. The food, the drinks, the games. You can come out and enjoy some good live music.
And I know we were talking earlier before the segment started, but you were saying that volunteers are also welcome.
Yes, volunteers always clean up and set up. We need that. You can go to the CVCO Facebook page and ask questions, or even manning stands if there's local community organizations that want to head a stand, help with the games or something like that. We always appreciate that.
And who should they get in contact with?
Through the CVCO Facebook page, there's an email on there. Our manager will get back to them.
And in terms of the Fireman's Parade on Friday, not too many details, but we'll keep it a surprise. There is judging in terms of the fire trucks that are coming down for the parade, which starts at 5:30 then?
Yes, starts at 5:30 at the top of Main Street from the VFW down. They'll end right at Valley Day there. That's held at the Cunningham Borough Building on Main Street. And there's a lot of prizes for the fire trucks.
And I know 2020 was obviously a crazy year for every organization out there, especially locally. And coming out of the pandemic, I mean, fundraisers were canceled, and now fundraisers are super needed, like now more than ever. So tell us about how this is going to benefit CVCO.
Yeah, we do a lot of things for our community. One of our big ones is we run our swimming pool down in Cunningham. That's open to anybody. You don't have to live in Cunningham to join our pool or attend to go there. And, you know, those things were built in the 80s, so we're struggling to try and get some filters cleaned up and things like that. So we're going to put some of the money towards getting the pool, keeping it running for our local community.
All right. So what's the big takeaway that you want everyone, our viewers, to take from this segment about Valley Day, Fireman's Parade, the entire weekend?
Yeah, it's a really fun time for the kids. They really enjoy it. The food is awesome. A lot of it's homemade. Root beer floats, you name it, the kids' games, and the entertainment. It's a really fun time.
Well, thank you so much, Amanda, for squeezing us in today. And thank you, everybody watching out there. Remember, mark those calendars. The weekend of August 6th and 7th, that Friday and Saturday, you've got Valley Day both days, and Friday night at 5:30, you've got the Fireman's Parade and festivities to follow. So don't miss out. That's it for Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
Hey guys, it's Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. How about that cheesy sign? If you get close enough, you can see it. But if you pass by Airport Road, we have a ton of inventory. Whether you're looking for a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, we have them all. Get a new Ram truck during the Make It the Summer event. So if you're looking for a new car or a used car, come to Blaze Alexander Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram here on Airport Road in Greater Hazleton, and you'll find out why we take the deals the other guys won't.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information. WYLN-CA 35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Fire Chief Donald Butchko is leading the way to kick off this week's series.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leading the Way, where where we explore the backstories of those paving NEPA towards a better future. This week, we're joined by Hazleton City Fire Chief Donald Leschko. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you on.
It's a great pleasure.
So let's start off where we always begin, at the beginning. Tell us about growing up in the area, your childhood, and what your aspirations were as a kid.
I was born and raised in McAdoo, Pennsylvania. My father was the fire chief in McAdoo. My father, Bob, and Mary Ann, I lived there most of my entire life up until I got hired in the city. But as I was growing up in a child, you grew up in a firehouse family. My father was involved in the fire service from the day before I was even born. I was well involved in McAdoo, and my two brothers are involved there. And you grew up in that atmosphere. The greatest, I should say, the fun we always had was going to the firehouse with Dad. I got to go to the firehouse with my father, and it was just so great. And that's basically what brought me into the fire service. Even before, I couldn't join McAdoo until I was age 14. But, being age 10, 9, it was great just going to the firehouse, getting to learn everything. Had so many great role models at the firehouse that really led the way and, showed me to pave the way into getting involved in the fire service. And, here I am today. And I'm really who I am today because of a lot of them, especially my parents, my father, my mom, my brothers, just so many great mentors I had. And it was just great growing up in the fire service and being involved. I think getting involved in McAdoo taught me the way of, the struggles of the fire service that today we see, especially with volunteerism, fundraising. Basically, I'm still a very active member in McAdoo. I go over there quite often. I'm very involved. But I think that's how you learned hard work. You learned about volunteerism. You learned about helping people. And basically, I knew that was what I wanted to do in life and help people. But also learned, core family values. Giving respect to your parents. Giving respect to others. Basically learning how to be a person and be a good person. And do all you can to help people.
Yeah. All right, folks. Check back tomorrow night as Chief Leschko continues leading the way into part 2 of this week's segment. Good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLN-TV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN-TV.